How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're all well. Mr. B here, and I'm back today to do a video featuring the fairly brand new Morbid Angel Volume 2 vinyl box set, which come out from Heretic. I think they first started shipping in about November. I didn't get mine till just recently because I ordered it pretty late. So I picked up Volume 1 when that first came out. I'm very, very happy with that. So I'm here to showcase Volume 2. There are 3 variations of this. I had to go with the pinwheel edition because I missed out on the coloured edition, which I initially wanted to get. Stuff was happening in my life at the time, and I just completely took my afterborn, forgot about the pre-order. But fortunately, there was at least one edition left, and it's the pinwheel set. So here we are. Let's show the box then. There's the front, nice red colouring. And on the back here, picture of the guys. And down here we have all the albums that are listed in the box. Actually, we don't, but we'll get to that shortly, of course. So there we are. Let's show you what's inside. As with the Heretic, all these things are fairly simplistic, to be fair. So up first, we'll show this, and here's the Abominations of Desolations album, which came out originally in 1991. This is, of course, a bunch of demos from 1986 with a lot of stuff that ended up on the first album. We have Chapel of Ghouls on here, Unholy Blasphemies, Angel of Disease, which is actually on Covenant, Lord of All Fevers and Plague, Demon Seed, stuff like that. Some stuff as well that hadn't sort of seen the light of day before. These covers, sleeves look really nice, has to be said. Show you the record. Had to put it in these polyline sleeves because some of these come in really cheap paper sleeves, which, considering what you're paying for these vinyl box sets, you really should be getting polyline in the sleeves, as far as I'm concerned. But here's the record. Don't mind that, I have to say. The colours. So we've got white with sort of pink, sort of obviously pinwheel effect on it. So yeah, this is an album that I only first heard for the first time maybe about a year, 18 months ago. It took me a long time to pick this CD up on CD. And it's nice to hear these songs in this kind of raw, original form, actually. Like I say, some of the stuff that ended up on Altars of Madness and Angel of Disease, which of course was on Covenant. So that's the first album that comes in the box set. Up next is the absolutely superb Formulas Fatal to the Flesh, the first album with Steve Tucker, which came out in 1998. For me, quite an underrated album. It's a death metal masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. So many very, very good songs. There's the gatefold there with the picture of the guys and this nice looking symbol. 2 LP, both the same as each other, so there's no point showing you a second one. And you'll know I don't like orange vinyl, but it does at least match the colours of the album artwork. So orange, obviously, with some blue in there as well. Yeah, this is a fantastic album. Very, very technical, as you get with a lot of most Morbid Angel stuff, to be fair. Steve Tucker, I really do like Steve. Not as good as a vocalist as Dave Vincent, to be fair. But Pete Sandoval on the drums, fantastic. Trey, of course, guitar playing is absolutely phenomenal. Heaven Earth, Prayer of Hatred, Covenant of Death, Nothing Is Not, stuff like that on this album. Excellent technical death metal. My second vinyl copy of this album now. Very, very happy to have this. There's Formulas Fatal to the Flesh. Up next is Love of Lava, which I've never heard of before. Love of Lava, I should say. Here's the back. So this is the third record that you get in the set. Again, I had to take it out of the very, very cheap, shitty paper sleeve that it came in. So here we are. Kind of a very kind of lemony yellow with some black pinwheel effects on there. I had no idea what this was. Stuck it on the turntable earlier, and I hate to say it, but it's completely pointless to me. This is basically an LP with 2 sides of a tray just playing the guitar, like sort of outtakes of the studio and playing some solos that you've heard on some of the albums, the songs on some of the albums. It's absolutely pointless. I don't think there's any fucking point in being in there, to be honest. But it is in there, it's part of the set, so there we go. That's Love of Lava. Could quite easily live without that. Up next, we have Gateways to Annihilation, which originally came out in 2000. Definitely the slowest Morbid Angel album. This one's got Eric Rutan's second guitar, he was back. Yeah, here we have a printed inner. I have no idea why some of these albums come with shitty paper sleeves, or some come with printed inners, but there we go. Here's the record, so sort of a cream colour really, with some purple pinwheel effect on it. A nice custom label that side. Definitely the slowest Morbid Angel album, but no, not sludgy slow by any stretch of the imagination. Some very good songs in this that I really enjoy actually. I remember getting this on CD at the time it came out. Summoning Redemption is fantastic. I loved Pete's double bass drums in that. Ages Still I Am. He Who Sleeps. He Who Sleeps is absolutely phenomenal. Probably my favourite song on the album. Fantastic guitar work from Trey. At One With Nothing. Opening of the Gates. Awakening Eye. God of the Forsaken. A very, very good Morbid Angel album. This doesn't get talked about too much. I think it deserves a little bit more recognition than it gets. But there's that. Gateways to Annihilation from 2000. Two more to show you. And here we have Heretic, which originally came out in 2003. Some really good stuff on this album. There's some pointless nonsense towards the end, which I could live without. But for the most part, it's a good, solid death metal album. Again, this one comes with a printed inner. I'm going to show you the record, of course. So yellow with some orange splatterings in it. Sorry, pinwheel effects. As you know, if you've been watching me for a while, I can't stand yellow vinyl, but it is what it is. It's just good to have this album again, because I've already got it on black vinyl. Yeah, this has got some really good tunes on it. Oh, what's the song? One of my favourite Morbid Angel songs, actually. Enshrined by Grace, that's it. That is a fantastic song. Steve Tuckle's vocals are brilliant. Of course, Pete's drums are fantastic. Trey's guitars are stellar, as always. Beneath the Hollow. Curse of the Flesh is fantastic. I love that tune. It's got a great chorus. Very catchy. Stricken Arise is great. God of Our Own Divinity, Within the Enemy. Memories of the Past. There's some stuff at the end. I thought the drum check track. Don't get me wrong. Of course, Pete's a phenomenal drummer. But I don't really need to hear a 2 or 3 minute sort of drum check as a track on an album. That should be a bonus on a CD as far as I'm concerned, and that's it. Ends with Born Again, which is kind of atmospheric. Kind of don't really need it, but it's there, so there we go. Never mind. Morbid Angel's Heretic, some really good tunes on that. A little bit of filler on there, but I still really enjoy it. And now the last one to show, this is the album which doesn't feature on the back of the box, which really surprised me. Here we are, and I'm not sure how you pronounce this, so I'm not going to bother saying it. I'll just leave it in the text down below. This is actually a live album, though, which was recorded at Nottingham Rock City in 1989, so peak Morbid Angel. We're now over here touring Altars of Madness, so Nottingham Rock City is quite a famous venue here in the UK. If you're not from the UK, you're not familiar with it. So yeah, I'll put this on there. It's quite nice to hear this, actually. Here we go, again, printed inner. Some good classic shots of the guys there. And of course, we're going to show you the record. And green with the kind of purple pinwheel effect. Yeah, so listen to this earlier today, because I've not heard it before. I think the concert's actually on YouTube for you to watch, or the gig, I should say. It's been out there for a long time, so we've got some nice raw versions on here of stuff like Immortal Rites, Suffocation, Visions from the Dark Side, Maze of Torment, Chapel of Ghouls, all that classic stuff from the debut, Bleed to the Devil, Damnation, Blasphemy, Lord of all Fevers and Plague and Evil Spells. Pretty much just an Altars of Madness live album, really. But yeah, that's the last record to show you that's in this set. Yeah, don't really care much for live albums, but it's actually quite good to listen to this, it has to be said. So yeah, I listened to it earlier. I really did quite enjoy it, actually. Nice raw live gig from back in 1989 at Nottingham Rock City. And that's the last record to show you. So there we go, guys. The Morbid Angel Volume 2 box set. Just show you the box again quickly. Yep, I'm really pleased with the set, has to be said. Like I say, I'd have preferred to have got the just standard colour vinyl variants, but I missed the boat because of stuff that was going on at the time, and I just kind of completely forgot about it. So yeah, very, very happy to get that box set in the collection. If you haven't seen my Morbid Angel Volume 1 box set, which is over there, I will leave a link to it in the description box of this video, so go and check it out if you've missed it. Let me know what you think about this set. I was really happy to pick it up. As always, they're pretty pricey, and it's from Heretic. It's quite basic, but if I'm completely honest with you, it's nice to have stuff with extras in it, but a lot of the time you look at that stuff once or twice and never look at it again. So the fact that there are no sort of bonuses or anything like that, or sort of a book with some photos in and all that, would be nice to have, but not necessary in the slightest, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Of course, all our opinions are different. So yeah, let me know what you think about this set. As usual, I'll be back with you soon with another video. Cheers for watching, guys. Very much appreciated, as always. Like I said, jump in the comment section. Let me know what you think about these Morbid Angel albums. And until next time, as per usual, cheers, take care, and I'll see you later.